Hey everybody, it's Allison with She Gets Real. And welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome. Please subscribe, share, like, and hit the bell. And that way you can get notified if I have new videos. So I am going to do basically starting with experience at 47, whatever. It'll be a blog or vlog or whatever. But man, if you're in the customer service industry, the game is completely changed. And if I ran a restaurant in this day and time, since COVID, where we are today with people not working, nobody wanting to work, not nobody, but a lot. If you have a high volume restaurant and you don't have a front of the house manager, I believe you're making a mistake, because it is different. You know, the wait times are crazy, the food times are crazy, the staff is short, the customers are not informed. You know, get somebody in there to train your servers. Half of these servers don't have the ability to handle a busy day, let alone the catastrophe that is occurring on a daily basis in these restaurants. You know, people are waiting longer than they're supposed to, than a normal. Not that they're supposed to. I mean, we're short-staffed, and that is ultimately not their problem, but it ultimately becomes their problem. It becomes everybody's problem, and it doesn't have to be a problem. If we would just train our front of the house to communicate with the customer, have somebody out there that is only for the customer, the front of the house, not to clean a table, not to do this, not the hostess, not the busser, not the manager. Your managers are on the line cooking because we're short-staffed. Tonight, our dishwasher walked out 3/4 of the way through, not even 3/4, a quarter of the way through the night. So you have servers washing dishes, you have cooks washing dishes, you know. On Friday, we run out of silverware, it's Finger Food Friday. On Saturday, I don't have anything classy to say for that. If we would just communicate, you know, I saw a server tonight and I saw his checkout and his tips, and they're sad. And there's no reason for that. Absolutely no reason. The only reason they're that way isn't it's not the food. Because the food came out for my table is the same. It's not the wait time at the door. Mine's the same. It's the fact that you used to be able to be a server and you just went out and it was hard work, but the food came out, the food was good. It was just a process, and it just kind of ran like a well-oiled machine. And you smiled and you got your 10 or 15%. It's not that way anymore. You got to work 10 times harder in the front of the house because everywhere is short-staffed. The food doesn't come out fast. In a lot of places, this is my experience. You know, your food's taking a while. The wait time is crazy. We had graduation, prom, and Mother's Day. Ugh, dear Lord. You know, my customers walk in, and as a manager, if I ran a restaurant, I would want my customers to know we're not in a game day anymore where, you know, you can cover up for a table here and there, or you can push it through here and there. We're talking about an entire restaurant that is longer than average wait times, longer than average food times, longer than average drink times. Your prices are the same. So why wouldn't they be pissed? I'd be pissed as a customer if I came in, I was paying the same thing I did 6 months ago, and I'm waiting 2 hours for it. Communication. Get somebody in there to train these servers, the front of the house, so they know what to do. It's killing their tips. It's killing their wallet, and it doesn't have to. I make more money since I started serving after COVID than I ever did before COVID. And it's because I communicate. Y'all can make fun of me all you want to because Allison talks too much. When I was little, Allison Jean, the talking machine. But I'll tell you what, it is everything in my pocketbook these days. And I've made people that call me and to come back. And it's just because I care. I give a shit about the experience my customer has. I work at a place that I love the food. It's a given. We put out good food. 100% of the time, no. But 90% of the time, that food is excellent food. And I give them a good experience in the front of the house because I love what I do. I love people. I love the experience myself, meeting new people. And, you know, at some point it becomes a game. You know, tonight it was just like going crazy. But I know that I saw a couple of these servers that are walking out that had the opportunity to make 3 times more of that money if they just knew what to do. Train your front of the house. You know, I had customers sat down. 3 ladies sat at my first table. Wasn't my first table, but I was like, all right, ladies. The superintendent decided they're having graduation, prom, and Mother's Day in the same weekend. So, you're an hour and a half, maybe, from getting food, from getting your entree. And it's going to be a wait on the drinks. So if you want a couple, let's get them ordered now. I made a joke about how I had my 21-year-old, which I've told you guys before. And she's like, how long are drinks? Well, I brought a candle. You're going to be 22 before the damn drinks get here. So you got to communicate with your customers. As a manager, if I was a manager of a restaurant, I'd want them to be communicated with. Because like I said, this is not going to be one table. You're not going to have one issue and, oh, I might lose a customer. I hate that, but... We're talking about people that are having either an experience or are not going to come back to the restaurants. So train your front of the house. Train them on these new techniques of ways to do it. I said, you know, our food's going to be a while. I do know where the chocolate chip cookies are. I got you there. I can bring you extra bread. I will just, you know, I went back as many times. They saw me hustling. I had 14 kids in for prom. And even with them, you know, it was a lot of work. You know, to get them there, to get them to understand and that kind of thing, you know. And then my dishwasher walks out, our dishwasher walks out, so I'm back there trying to help wash dishes. One of our servers came off the floor, went and ran the dish pit, and, you know, we made it through the night, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and here I am, you know, went in, and it was crazy. And it doesn't have to be that way. Like I said, I didn't make great money tonight. I made more than 20% of my sales, but I didn't make great money like I could have had I not had the run to the dish pit and do dishes. If I hadn't had this and hadn't had that, it was, you know. So, you know, we're already almost set up to fail when we walk in the door because we're short-staffed, and then half the staff that's there doesn't want to be there. They know they're not going to get fired, so they do what they want to do. And it's just a shit situation. But we have this opportunity to change the game. My customers want the interaction. They want to talk. They want to know what's going on. I never, ever talk bad about another section of the restaurant. It's not like food's taking a while. It's not because the cooks aren't doing their job. It's because they're overwhelmed. It's because the restaurants are at full capacity because they have to be, because they can't afford to stay open if they're not. But they're not staffed to be at full capacity. And the people they are staffed with, some of them don't know how to serve in this kind of time. Some of them don't care to serve in this kind of time. So, I mean, you're just killing the ones that love it, and we're losing customers. So, my 2 cents is get you somebody in there to train your servers on the way things are now. It'll pay off in the end. Your customers will appreciate it. Your tips will be better. Your tickets will be better. They will buy more. You know, get 3 appetizers. And, you know, my people are upping their appetizers so they have food faster. And then they're taking home their entrees. We're not losing a sale. We're gaining an appetizer. I might give away a dessert at the end. If that's what I have to do to get a customer to come back and have a $140 check next time, it's a no-brainer. So either get yourself a front of the house customer service, that's it. So that they can be there to take some ease off of your servers, you know, where they can be the one who spends the extra 10 minutes at the table and going over and, you know, it's times are different and going back and forth with that. Or they can ease off and make sure things are getting done, make sure the tables are turning, make sure people know what's going on, and handle the little problems in the front of the house. Because if the manager doesn't have time to do it, they're busy or they're not there. Your servers are overworked, the ones that care, and your hostess, your busser, your sanitizer, they're not equipped to handle the situation. They don't know what to say. I think that most people are doing the best that they can, but I think that the customer wants to know they have an hour and a half before their food's going to get there. And if they know, they have the opportunity to get up and leave, or to order accordingly so that they can eat. You know, they have kids in tow. It's just different. The game has changed. I would suggest, who am I, little old server, that you get somebody to run the front of your house, or call me. I have a gift for gab. You know, I love what I do. We need to train our servers so that, you know, not all of them, some of them are great. Some of them know what they're doing. Most of them, you know, but there are quite a few that don't have that training on the back and forth and the communication skills to, you know, I know it will up their tips, it will up your sales, and you will see returning customers. You know, a lot of my customers tonight, my ladies, my 3-top, they were wonderful. They caught up on talking. Their drinks took a while, but they were good. You know, I snuck out. We had dessert, packed one to go for them. Their food was excellent when it came out, you know, because I made sure I stood at the pass to make sure that food came out when it was hot. I sent some back that was cold. I'm not going to make you wait an hour and 10 minutes and then serve you cold food. I'm just not going to do it. So at the end of the day, it's all about the up front of the house. I know the back of the house busts their ass, and without them, we couldn't do it. But in the end, it's who's standing in front of that customer presenting it. And if you don't have a server who knows how to present a food that's taken an hour and 10 minutes to a hungry customer, there's been no communication. It's all the difference in a million times of a future customer and a server making some money. It's just an hour's worth of training on how to handle things now. So, video's too long because I talk too much, but it's 1:30, 1:40 in the morning, and I'm just getting off, going back to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be twice as crazy because it's Mother's Day today, and we're already overbooked, but I'm going to go into tomorrow. I'm going to talk to my customers, and, you know, I always make sure they know I love this restaurant. That's why I work at this restaurant, but we're human, and this is where we're at. So and I've never, not one time, I've been not tipped before. You know, I don't think that would have been any different a year ago if they waited 30 seconds or if I had handed them shit on a platter. There's just some people who, and that's them. That's fine with me. Because it's the ones that care, the ones that are going to come back, the ones that are going to remember, the ones that I can give the experience to, that I'm going to put my effort into. And I think we all should be doing that. You know, if I'm a customer, I would love to be able to walk in and, you know, what's the wait look like and not get the bullshit answer. You're a good hour and a half away from an entree, so I can get you this in 20 minutes, this in 10 minutes. I can, you know, it's all about training. So anyway, I would love to train customer service. People are my passion. So, and food is what I love. So anyway, I'm Allison. This is She Gets Real. I hope you have a good night and good morning, whatever it is. Happy Mother's Day. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.